Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Well, Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy on the road, the Good for Utah Road Tour, and she's enjoying the sunshine.
What a way to spend a Friday, Alana.
Memorial Day weekend Friday in Moab. Yeah, wasn't going to say no to that one, especially when it involved the brand new state park, the Good for Utah Road Tour, rolling into Utah Raptors State Park. The wind is blowing, the sun is shining, and that warmth for the unofficial kickoff of summer, well, it's here, and we feel it. And you know, it kind of creeps up on you, maybe like a Moabosaurus or a Utah Raptor, but it gets you. It gets you, and it comes in quick. All right, we're going to begin. You see the gorgeous conditions behind me. What you're looking at is the park. We'll bring in graphics here so you can also look at southern Utah, but you can see the campground in the distance, but the views really sort of take your breath away here. It's everything you want from southeastern Utah in one spot. As we take a look at that sky cam coming out of Black Desert, you see clear skies down there as well. Lots of sunshine for our Friday. Southwesterly winds are blowing. That often aids in the temperature getting warmer than we typically are for this time of year. But we're okay with that. A little breezy. It does amp fire danger just a little bit. Live view from Moab. This is Bald Mesa, and you're looking down into the valley there. Maybe a few thin, high cirrus clouds, but other than that, lots of sunshine. Love to see it as those temperatures are running above seasonal norms. Looking at the numbers, we've got 70s in northern Utah, sitting at 79 in Salt Lake, low 80s in Provo. Gorgeous day with the mid 70s there in Cache Valley, and then in southern Utah, it's 95 again in St. George, and that's after a weak little cold front came through, took off a few degrees. We've got mid 80s towards the Four Corners and upper 80s. We're knocking on the door of 90 here in Moab. For the next 6 hours along the Wasatch Front, partly cloudy skies. You're noticing the increasing cloud cover, drawing some moisture in there with that above average warmth, because we know a storm's on the way, okay? A trough is going to move on through, and that does bring some impacts for your Memorial Day weekend if you're planning to stay in northern Utah. Live view from our Colonial Flag Tower camera. Breezy conditions with the cloud cover up there. Still very pleasant. Average this time of year is the mid 70s, so we're still running a few degrees above that, but it's a beautiful day. A nice Friday as we close things out. We do bring in some active skies, though, as we head into tomorrow. Satellite radar shows you what I mean with the increase of cloud cover in the northwestern corner of the state, taking over the Wasatch Front in the last few hours, with clearer conditions in central and southern Utah, meaning that we're getting that sun that we love so much. But things begin to shift with the chance of a shower. Tonight, we still have that red flag warning in effect. That's for the eastern side of the state. Not a huge surprise. Dry fire fuels. We've got the above average warmth and then the wind. So any fire start would take off quickly, which is when these are issued. You're going to see a lot more of these as we get into the summer months, because we know we've seen the drought monitor. We hit that yesterday about our dry conditions. And so any fire start could be rough. Storm threat for tomorrow is a general thunderstorm threat put out by the Storm Prediction Center. It does include the West Desert, northern Utah, and then the northeastern side of the state. Not expecting severe storms, but a pop-up thunderstorm or shower is possible. We're dry at the surface, so we could get some gusty, erratic winds out of those thunderstorms, or maybe you see some brief heavy rain. That would be tied to the higher terrain where a lot of folks are headed for the weekend. So you want to make sure you bring the rain gear, especially in northern Utah, and you bundle up, because clear skies at night can get cold. Futurecast walks us through what to expect here. As we get into midnight, you see the increasing cloud cover, and then you're going to start to notice the chance of some showers and storms moving through the West Desert as we get through our Saturday. Daytime heating helps with that. The cloud cover does extend down the I-15 corridor into central and southern Utah for tomorrow, and here on the eastern side of the state by the evening. Eyes to the skies. That's the best way to recreate as you're headed out there, and it's thunderstorm season, so you're going to stay weather aware. Into Sunday, slight chance of a storm holds on, and you see how that really amps up in northern Utah over the higher terrain, and for the Wasatch back, the Bear Lake area will likely see some thunderstorm activity by the afternoon hours with that instability. Our ridge of high pressure does strengthen again, though, so we will see the above average temperatures coming back full throttle. Notice how the ridge flattens with that low digging through the Beehive State, bringing the chance of showers. It looks as though on the latest model runs, it's going to dig a little further south than initially anticipated, so that's why the West Desert could see some storms. We watch as the low moves through, keeps us a bit unsettled into Sunday, and then we hit Memorial Day. And as we head into Memorial Day, the ridge is back, and it goes, it's ready to go, and that means lots of sunshine, increasing temperatures, and we will see that warmth as we hit the holiday and then head into next week. It acts as a storm block, so that does keep us dry for a prolonged period of time as well. So forewarning you early, a drier stretch here. If you needed to do anything with the lawn or you planted the flowers, just be ready. because the warmth is going to be there. Temperatures for tomorrow, upper 70s, low 80s along the Wasatch Front. That's really beautiful. Close to seasonal norms, really beautiful, but eyes to the skies with a chance of showers or thunderstorms. 90 in St. George, cooling a bit with the upslope of that southwesterly flow. So temperatures ease a tiny bit, but we introduce the potential of some storms for tomorrow. Here's a look at the next 7 in St. George. 90s, go triple digits for next Friday. Yep. We're going 100, the century mark on the 7-day here. It's a big deal. Lots of sunshine. Taking a look at the Wasatch Front, a bit unsettled for the next few days. And then by Memorial Day, we start to see those changes. If you're planning and you're going to go places like Park City, Provo, up there to Cache Valley for the holiday weekend, just know temperatures will fluctuate, and you should be aware you could see a storm Saturday or Sunday. 7-day for the Wasatch Front, showing those numbers above average, mid-80s. We start to sizzle a little bit. We could flirt with 90 next Friday. Upper 70s tomorrow with the chance of some storms. You've been forewarned for the next 7 days and your holiday weekend, and you got the sneak peek of Utah Raptor State Park. We have loved being here at the Good for Utah Road Tour. Loves traveling through southeastern Utah and bringing you that forewarned forecast. Brian, Sarah, we'll be back. I'll see ya. I hope you have a great holiday weekend.